and welcome back to Wild Matt Gaming. I feel like more Starfield before bed tonight, so we're going to play for another hour or two. It's 10 o'clock. It'd be good for an hour and a half if I could be done by 11:30. And then me and Zelda can go to sleep. Or go watch TV for an hour or two and fall asleep by 12:30 or 1. We sold at the den before we quit out the last time. Zelda, you need a treat. Let me go get you a treat. Where'd they go? 3 bags out earlier tonight. There we go. Working on it. Ooh. So there you go. What quest were we working on? Surgical strike. Give.
Hey, you might want this.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go. Watch it. Ships coming and going all the time.
Problem?
Used to be an actuary.
Okay.
Hey, deputy.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess.
Late one night,
Well, hey
Annie
there.
Wilcox tried to arrest me
That's
for
it
public indecency. She'll be a terror when she grows up.
We got a lot of bars in the city, all class joints. Tequila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
Okay. Go upstairs. And I always have to turn around and look for the stairwell.
Proud to be helping
up.
the Freestar members.
down here around the corner?
Helga says I spent too much time at my terminal. He's probably right.
Yeah, and I've hit
Hey there,
E on you
Deputy.
multiple times.
The way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far? Well, with an attitude like that, I sure wouldn't want to be one of them. So, what brings you by? It's going well so far. I think I'm close to a breakthrough. With enough data, I'll be able to tell you everything they're up to. Well,
Mostly.
what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, Deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.
Level up. Do I want to do... Or... Still need more points in here to get down to concealment. Let's do a weightlifting. I need one more point unlocked to get down to concealment. See, I've grown. See, I started this thinking that this was going
I
to be
think I
something
could do quite
other than
well on the Red
Skyrim
Mile.
and Fallout in space.
I think together, the two of us could do very well.
But that's all Starfield is Skyrim and Fallout in space. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Skyrim. I have 900 hours in Skyrim. I love Fallout 4. I've been in Fallout 3. I've beaten both of them multiple times. But in both of those games, I reach a point where I really don't care if the travel system outside of fast travel doesn't bring me any interest. And as much as I love building the starships, there's no incentive for me to do anything in space unless there's a mission there for me to do. None.
This is all a bit more legal now, I suppose, but hardly more civilized.
So I just fast travel from point A to point B. Beat my quest, and move on.
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
I'm neither wide-eyed nor clueless.
We'll find out, won't we? Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting. Because I've trained new recruits before, and it's not an experience I want to repeat. At least you've got a little backbone. I
Lose
don't
the
have time to
attitude,
catch you up,
bitch.
so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication. Now let's just get this over with. She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her.
Let's go.
Follow me.
There's a good Zelda. Come on!
I think that might be Donovan Reese. I dislike him intensely.
Let's keep it that way. You said you'd be alone.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat.
Oh! Oh, I have to sit in the specific seat. Not just take a seat, I have to sit in a very specific seat.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you? A woman who's growing increasingly impatient, that's who.
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why? Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation. And he started moving in on my territory. Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me. If you think this gives you some kind of leverage, you're wrong. Sure, he might slow me down for a while, but a little competition won't break me. Now you're talking. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. Never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not gonna tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
She's the owner and manager here. Inherited the place when her husband was killed. May's the key to this whole thing, but I don't know her. Maybe try to get on her good side? Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. Someone who volunteers to run the Red Mile, a deadly stretch of terrain just outside the cantina. It's infested with hostile creatures, and few people survive. The ones that do earn a reputation. The Red Mile is incredibly dangerous. I just don't want to see you take a risk like that.
Well, I'm up for it.
I hope that's not false bravado,
Nope.
Deputy. Because this is life and death we're talking about.
You have played your hand well, Jade. Using the Rangers to eliminate a rival. Very clever.
From where I'm sitting, we're using each other.
If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
You're really going to take on the Mile, huh?
Hell yeah. Let's go do this.
Things are going smoothly, I trust? Ah, a new face.
Not really. I've already talked to you once.
A brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course you are. How could you miss hearing about the Settled System's most exciting sporting event? Why, even people from the most backwoods systems like Sol have heard of the Red Mile. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly. Yes, this is not unknown to me. His association with the First is troubling, to say the least, and that trouble could find its way here. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco.
Let's do this.
Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? Good. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from my patrons who will place wagers on your survival. I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
You definitely have at least 50-50 chance.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin?
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
Pardon me.
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person.
Things people will do to try and make money.
Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of things at hand. Yes, a runner has come to test the Red Mile. Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show. The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you